What is the legal difference between a license and an easement? Imagine you want to walk across your neighbor's yard to reach a park. You might think you have the right to do so, but what kind of legal permission do you actually have? That's where understanding the difference between a license and an easement becomes really important. These two terms often come up in property disputes and legal challenges, so knowing how they differ can save you from costly mistakes. A license is like a temporary pass you get from a property owner. It gives you permission to do something on their land, but it's not a right that stays with the land itself. For example, if your friend lets you use their driveway to park your car for a week, that's a license. It's personal, can be revoked at any time, and doesn't transfer if the property is sold. Licenses are usually informal and can be verbal, but it's always better to have written proof to avoid misunderstandings. An easement, on the other hand, is a legal interest in the land itself. It allows someone to use a part of the property for a specific purpose, and it's usually recorded in public records. For example, if a utility company has an easement to run power lines across your land, that right stays even if you sell the property. Easements can be permanent and are attached to the land, not just the person who originally had the right. They can be either appurtenant, meaning tied to a specific property, or engross, which is personal to the holder. One big difference is how long they last. Licenses are temporary and personal, so they end if the property owner revokes them or the purpose is fulfilled. Easements are generally permanent unless certain conditions are met to terminate them. Also, easements can be transferred when the property changes hands, but licenses usually cannot. Another key point is how they are created. Licenses are often informal, like a handshake or a simple agreement, but it's best to put them in writing. Easements requiring a formal written agreement and must be recorded with the local land records to be enforceable against future owners. Knowing these differences helps avoid legal disputes. For example, if someone believes they have an easement when they only have a license, they might think they have more rights than they actually do. Proper documentation and understanding of these terms can protect your property rights and prevent future conflicts. So remember, a license is a personal, revocable permission that doesn't transfer with the land. An easement is a legal right attached to the property that usually lasts forever and can be transferred. Being clear about which one applies in your situation can make all the difference in property and real estate legal challenges.